Am I the a-hole for refusing to help pay for my little brother's tuition after years of being excluded from gifts and holidays? So, I come from a family that always called me ungrateful, not because I was, but because I was always a loudmouth and pointed out odd things when I noticed them, like how every Christmas, birthday, etc. my siblings would get gifts like the toys they always wanted, new clothes, and all I got was either a card or a promise to buy me anything when we went out. Naturally, this messed me up bad. I was always trying to change to please my parents. I tried being quiet and not needing their help, but by that point I was already the family's black sheep. The one that my mom would call out during big family events, disguising it as jokes, the difficult one. Long story short, I got a part-time job at 16, then worked my ass off, and I finally landed a pretty decent corporate job last year. It's not exactly life-changing money, but it's enough for me to have moved out, and now I live in a shared apartment with 2 other girls. I save up, of course, but I live comfortably enough to make small trips and take nice pictures at some restaurants. I've never blocked my family, but I also don't engage with them. So it came as a surprise when my mom called me 2 weeks ago to check on me. According to her, she made questions like how's work and how my posts always made her think of when I was a little girl and smiled a lot. Crappy emotional tactics that I grew up with. She started mentioning how nice it was to be so young, make money and not have that many responsibilities or expenses. I corrected her that I had rent and to buy groceries. She dismissed those, and then the topic steered to my younger brother. He got a few acceptance letters, and apparently he threw a tantrum about needing to attend one where all his friends are going. So my mom started mentioning my brother and I growing up and how we used to be so close. Honestly, that day I was exhausted. So I told my mom it was nice hearing from her and that I was happy for my brother, but that I wasn't in a place to help with his tuition. This woman was actually stunned. She said I could think about it because family is family and all that stuff. We said our goodbyes and I slept thinking about it, so I woke up the next day and drafted a message that was polite but clear about how I was never treated fairly and how I was not bitter, but I wasn't in a financial spot to help with those expenses. Yeah. The guilt tripping started immediately. Messages, not even kidding, 14 missed calls from my mom. Even my dad called, and he's a pretty stoic man. My brother started whining on social media about ungrateful family members and how some people are bitter and end up alone. I feel like I'm in the right, but honestly my parents have involved aunts, cousins, family, friends, and all the texts and posts are starting to get to me a little bit. Maybe I'm being too harsh. My brother has always been spoiled, but it's not like he kicked me out or made me feel worse. Still, I don't feel like giving up my lifestyle to help someone who called me a bitter bee on his latest Instagram rant. So I need help. Am I the a-hole?